Lucas.
For what?
Well, that's what we usually. You always ask. You want an edit point that's easy for you when you upload these to YouTube. So that's normally what we do.
Yeah.
We just say that, and then you know that the next part of the show will be. If it doesn't end in the next 30 seconds, I could see it going for hours. Call the after show.
Yeah,
what we'd like to call the after show.
Welcome.
And here we are. We're in it. No, but Patrick, at the end of it, he decided to say, he asked people. He did. This was I thought this was a sweet part. Patrick asked. Patrick, please. I'm talking now. I'm telling Watto what he missed when he left. Oh wait, let's wait for Patrick to come back.
This is so fucking rude. I can't believe this.
Right, he's a rude boy.
You're the host of the show. You're taking a minute to express something serious, and he just fucking walks away.
I was trying to answer your question about what he said, and I was about to say something very, very nice about what the part of his minute that he did use wisely.
Yeah,
and I'll wait for him to get back. I don't know what he's. What did I hear? A button? It sounded like he was. Do you hear that? Was he pressing?
I'm pretty sure the button is me realizing that I left my fridge open.
Oh, that's that beeping? I thought maybe he was microwaving something.
No, my blood sugar was really high throughout that whole episode, so I had to. Have you
injected yourself? Have you injected yourself?
Yeah, I just did it.
Why don't you do it on camera next time as a stretch goal?
Like that kind of stuff. Some people don't like that kind of stuff.
But some people do like that kind of stuff. There are people that's the main thing they like.
That's true. George. Watto.
Well, Watto's left now. I'm going to go get some...
Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I got a bunch of shirts from Super Yaki this week. They're great. I got a bunch of great ones. I'm going to be wearing them on the show over the next few weeks. But he sent along some cards, some trading cards. And I'm going to open them. Right now, I haven't opened them. We're going to see what we got. We're going to expecting to do this by myself, but...
Just needed to...
Hey, George, hang on one sec.
Yeah.
Got this one. Got this one. Ooh, this is a good one. We got this one.
Ooh.
We got this one. 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 Guess what? Guess what? Hey, George, guess what?
I don't want to guess.
You don't want to guess?
No, I just want you to tell me.
I got a second pack of cards from episode 1.
I got a pack right here. I got a pack of cards I can open up.
Open yours up, George.
I didn't know we were going to do card opening, pack openings.
It wasn't planned.
All right, these are Star Wars Galaxy, the 140 card collection. These are 8 premium cards. Hopefully, this is Series 1. Hopefully, there'll be an etched foil card in here. All right, put the wrapper to the side. You always love to see this. There's everybody's favorite, Chewbacca. Chewbacca's great. Oh, but he's lonely. He doesn't have his best friend with him. Oh, wait. No, he does. Got Han Solo. They're friends. Look at them. Hanging out together. And well, this guy just lost his virginity. Looking for fun. Look at that. There's Leia. She's in slave mode at that point. She's been captured. I believe she has a collar that Jabba put on her. You know, this, if they hadn't blown up that skiff, he would have caught a respiratory disease. Jabba the Hutt. That's what he was bound for. If they hadn't blown him up, he was gonna. Look at that. That's a good card. The George Lucas card.
What's the other side? George, show us the other side.
Front. That's the front.
Oh, that artwork looks familiar.
That's super familiar. Here's one. Here's one. Look at this. Ba, 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 ba. Look at those.
Is that a pog, George? Looks like a pog.
No, that's a 10th anniversary plate. Kind of like it's
we gotta get.
It's a Star Wars. That's a Star Wars Butter Boy right there.
You gotta get those plates, George.
Now here, oh boy. Now these are. I don't even know if I should show these right now because these are so good. All right, this is from the Star Wars concert. Look at them. That's C-3PO and R2, and this is a great pack. I mean, this pack, you don't get a better pack than this. This is a great pack.
Hey George, can I show you?
Look at this. Look at this. Star Wars Christmas.
Oh, that's a good one.
Look at that. There's a little Yoda Santa.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Good stuff.
Oh, Watto's gone again. Okay. Hey, George.
Yeah.
Guess what I have?
Another pack? Cards?
Episode 1 pack, and Watto's not even here for it, George.
Well, let's wait for him because I also have something. The cards were right here. I almost opened them up earlier. That's not why I left the stream. I went to the stream. I left the stream because I need to regulate my glucose. So I'm going to eat some blueberries.
George, here's the plate.
$25 used?
Yeah, used. But
does that mean they ate off it? Does that mean they ate off it?
But keep going, George.
MIB mint in box?
No, keep reading.
Oh, the shipping is $67?
$57.
$57. That's a lot for the shipping, but it is expedited.
Wait, George, are you selling this?
I don't want to say, but I will say it's a great deal. People should jump on it.
I just want to say, no one told me that we were opening cards, and you started the card opening segment without me. Me, the person who started off the episode, showing off a fucking card. They call me the king of cards. The stubborn gambler.
The stubborn gambler. This is your disease talking, Watto. You're a stubborn gambler.
Well, I have one thing to say to the two of you.
What is it, Watto?
How wooed. And if you thought you could do a card opening segment without me,
no, we knew you'd come back.
You're wrong, baby.
Oh, no.
I got packs for days, motherfuckers. Get ready for 30 minutes of pack openings, you fucking wooed assholes. This is how I win. That's right, Pouch of Capri Sun. This is how I win.
No, but what if I change the game and before you even get to open one packet, I change the segment to an ornament opening?
Ooh.
Nope.
Hey, Watto, sorry, I'm going to pull you from the stream.
Look at this. That was the end of our card opening segment. Now we're going to open. This is a brand new Hallmark keepsake ornament. Star Wars Bouncing Bounty. You see that? Bouncing Bounty.
Yeah.
This is a Christmas tree ornament of the child or Baby Yoda, as we know. And these just were released on Saturday, I believe. Yesterday.
Oh, don't open
5 cards.
There's another one that's more let's say, realistic. It's more of a three-dimensional realistic one, but this is the one that I opted to go for first.
Meeting room weirdos. The Netherworld Counseling Center is not a nice place to visit, and you wouldn't want to be there. The waiting room, for example, is full of monsters, ghouls, and the weirdest freaks in the Netherworld. That's card one.
You can make Baby Yoda's arms go up and down when you pull on the frog that he's going to eat that's hanging from a... I mean, it looks like the child has given birth, and that's the umbilical cord.
Beetlejuice. Oh, bury me on the lone prairie. Welcome to the Netherwest.
You said anything about Beetlejuice.
I'm just going to...
have any questions? I'll be sure to answer them as obscurely as possible.
I'm just going to open this one.
Nice fucking model. Scumming through. It's like Planet Scum. How topical. Now we need some eerie sound effects. Babes, the place for the eerie sounds has got to be the Netherworld. I rub tub with sludge. The sound of acid eating through a floor. And some clattering skeleton bones.
What is...
Watto, whose cards are those?
Like they're cards from Beetlejuice, the animated series. Why do you ask?
From what?
I'm not gonna fall for this shit. I said it 2 times.
Hey, look, Sio Bibble.
Sio Bibble.
Here, we're all going to discover these together. You ready?
Yeah.
Betty Juice's ballad. This is the latey Beetlejuice. Fuck.
Look at that guy.
Of nature, like beautiful music. Oh, down by the bog where the bloodsuckers swim, I sat on a crab and I picked at my scab. Ew, gross.
Ooh, look at this guy.
The best part. Beetlejuice is relaxing in the crook of a spooky old tree growing near the town cemetery, about to take a bite of the apple. He notices a juicy fat worm crawling out of it. He pulls out the worm and tosses the apple away. Ah, the best part. Classic juice.
Oh, there he is.
This is the glow card. It's actually cool. It's kind of a minimalist. It's a sticker, I think. And then peel. I'll save this. I want to make sure that goes somewhere good.
Hey,
Super high gloss Beetlejuice collector set. Limited special offer of only 3,000 numbered sets. Each numbered set creates all 100 cards, 20 glow-in-the-dark stickers from the #1 new Saturday morning show. Every card features a super gloss coating on high-quality white back cardstock. All 3,000 sets come with a numbered certificate in a full-color printed box. A super gift, must for collectors. To order your set, send a check or money order for $15.95 to Dart Flip Cards, Inc. In United States, send to Beetlejuice Special Set, 3 Roosevelt Terrace, Suite 7, Plattsburgh, New York, 12901. In Canada, send to Beetlejuice Special Set, P.O. Box 785, PC, Dorval, Quebec, H9R425. Please print clearly. Allow 3 to 6 weeks for delivery. Offer good while supply lasts. Trademark and copyright 1990, the Geffen Film Company, printed in Canada.
Okay, well, now let me read mine. Hang on.
Wait, what was that last card?
Oh, you want to see it now?
Dinner in a slave hovel.
What? Why didn't you show me? This is my favorite card! How rude, Patrick.
How rude. Excuse me? Excuse me?
Excuse you, Patrick.
Star Wars Galaxy Collector, the only official Lucasfilm magazine dedicated to the vast empire of Star Wars collectibles, old and new. From toys and video games to trading cards and statues, Star Wars Galaxy Collector covers it all. All subscriber copies are bagged with cool free stuff not available in the newsstand edition. You have 4 quarterly issues. Send your name, address, date of birth, and the name of your favorite Star Wars collectible, along with a check or money order for $17, $22 Canadian, plus 7% GST, or $34 in U.S. funds only. To Star Wars Galaxy Collectors, Subscription Department W1, P.O. Box 555, Mount Morris, Illinois, 61054. Allow 4 to 8 weeks for first delivery. Money back guarantee. Also, look for Topps official Star Wars Episode 1 souvenir magazine and 2 posters magazines, Heroes and Villains, available in stores everywhere. Join the Star Wars Fan Club. Send check, money order, or Visa, MasterCard, Amex, Discover information to Star Wars Fan Club, P.O. Box 111000, Aurora, Colorado, 80042, or call 1-800-TRUE-FAN.
Let's call that number.
Let's call it. My favorite
Patrick.
collectible is the Watto Koosh. That's the answer, okay? So know that that's the answer when you get them on the line. It's the Koosh.
Patrick, why did you try to hide that from Watto? You know that he would have loved that card.
I would have loved it. It's very wood.
Why did you try to hide that? You tried to...
Shut up!
Try calling again later.
Hang on.
What is that, Buffalo Bill?
Wait a second. That was ominous.
Shut up.
Try again later.
Hang on.
Try again. You've reached
Your phone.
we're not try again later.
A temporary technical issue with our phone system. Please try calling again later.
Okay, now
God,
guys.
my God, he's killed them all. He's killed them all.
Now we are trying to call people, right?
We're having a technical issue with our phones.
I don't know. I feel like that went well.
Who's his friend?
I don't know.
They got the dirt on you real quick.
Yeah, someone was there with the research.
They knew you were fictional right away. That's not something you can tell over the phone.
Sound was good on that? People could hear it?
I could hear it. It sounded like he was just a guest on the show.
I think he was.
A lot to absorb.
Anyway, I just blocked that number.
You called it from your regular number?
No. I believe I called it through
Hey,
FaceTime.
everyone, do not update the IMDb. Do not add that to IMDb.
Do not.
It's very important. Let's just let that be our little secret.
I believe I called it through FaceTime.
Well, FaceTime has end-to-end encryption, right?
Airtight.
There's no login saying hello, even on a talk show.
Patrick, let this be a lesson to you. Ahmed gave us some lessons today. Watto now gives a lesson to you. Don't fucking test Watto. Don't
Watto.
test Watto.
Watto.
Yeah.
And I think this is mostly a rhetorical question, but I want to know what your answer to this is. Did you just
George? Patrick? Lean in, Patrick. I'm only going to say this once. Watto just...
I hope he's not litigious.
That might have just been for the live stream. We'll see if that ends up on the YouTube.
It might be a Planet Scum exclusive.
No one will ever believe you.
Yeah. Oh boy. Anyways,
2 hours deep.
well,
Also, I do want to point out, this is not a law, but I do want to point out in case anyone ever digs into this. The Streisand effect is real. There's a few hundred people watching this now, but it wouldn't take much to really make this a story.
No.
And I don't think anybody wants that.
I don't think anybody wants that. Also, just to clarify, we heard the voice of another man on the other end of the phone, right?
yeah. Yeah. Anyways,
I mean, this is what 20 years ago, this is what I said. This is what TV will be. People aren't going to watch TV. They're going to watch things like this.
You said this to Ahmed.
Yeah, this is basically what we're doing now is Web Girl. We're basically just doing the show as I envisioned it. Obviously, it's changed over a while, over the years, but this is what I knew we were going to do. This is where it was always headed. Shows like this tonight.
I'm not going to say it again. I said it the one time. I'm not going to say it again.
What do you? I don't even know what you're referring to.
You know the thing I said. I only would say it one time.
Yeah. Guess what I got in the mail this week, guys?
What'd you get in the mail this week, Patrick?
What'd you get in the mail this week?
It's from Megan Anderson. You ready?
All right.
Yes.
That's beautiful. Look at that little rat.
Little butter rat.
Ring that bell, baby. Ring that bell. Watto.
Ring that bell.
Ring that bell. Butter rat.
That was the cold open for the segment. Do you have new merch, or was that
Watto? Watto.
Watto?
Watto's here, but audio only, George.
Oh, Watto's here, but audio only?
Yeah, what do you want, Watto?
I want you to get ready, because when I ring the bell, I'm not fucking around.
No.
What Norman Rockwell merchandise are you going to destroy today?
Did you glue it, Watto?
Yeah, Watto fixed it, motherfucker.
That's a special edition.
That's a special edition. I fixed it, and it's even better now.
Wow.
Ding, 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 motherfucker.
Wow.
I do think I'm just processing now because obviously it was great to talk to Ahmed and everything, but I'm just processing the moment when
our second guest,
the
second guest
incredulously asked you, he sounded like he could barely contain his rage at the idea. He sounded so angry.
I'm just happy to hear that he's doing well. There's one question I wanted answered that whole call, and I was worried we might not get the answer.
We got it.
As someone said, plausible deniability. There was not a single lie in that call.
Nope.
Patrick, what are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at what you just said.
There was not a single lie. Was there a lie in that call? My name is Watto. I did. You think I can't?
Guest.
I met in.
Patrick, this isn't the 1940s.
They allowed Jews in.
I didn't know they were Bulgarian.
Guest.
You think they allowed
second guest.
They don't allow Watto? You
I didn't know.
Anti-Semite.
I didn't know if they allowed Toydarians.
How dare you?
Hey, George, Watto, you guys should both maybe block him on Twitter just to be safe.
Oh, yeah, the show should maybe.
The show should do that.
Yeah.
Yes, Watto is going to block him from Watto's private burner account.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a good chance that Watto already had
Second guest.
blocked.
Yeah. I mean, I did.
Patrick, it's like, Patrick, never have you been in more fixer mode than in the past 30 seconds.
It's true.
What an absolute fixer. Look at Patrick really producing.
I just want to be a Ray Donovan. You know what I mean? That's the goal.
Already.
To be the Ray Donovan of the world.
Yeah, because most of the time you're more like Ray from Ghostbusters.
Yeah. That is
dreaming of a big snack made of marshmallow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the big ghost blowjob from the love interest. Patrick.
The seduction ghost.
Guys, people are joking in the comments. I'll tweet at him just to catch up. Don't do that.
Don't do it. Please don't do it. Unless you only do it if you want the show to end.
Yes, it's
forever.
Nobody does it.
Yeah,
it's so much more fun if nobody does it.
Yeah,
this is the. I mean,
if you already did it, please delete your tweet.
Yes,
this is our most viewed episode ever. So whether or not this is preserved online, these are the true heads right now watching.
Yes. Yes. Truly wild. It never happened. It never happened.
I want to ask, what did you think was going to happen?
I truly didn't know. I think it was about what I thought it was going to be. You know?
You seem like somewhat surprised and like off axis right now, as if you didn't send Watto that number over private chat with the dare of, I'm not going to do it, but if someone else wants to do it.
Patrick, there's not a jury in the world that would find you innocent. You are a collaborator in this.
Yes.
An instigator. Yes, you wear the gloves.
I wear the gloves in this university. I don't know what that means.
Patrick, are you...
Please, can we get some fan art? Can we get some fan art of Patrick with his new catchphrase, I wear the gloves in this university?
Patrick, one question. Are you Vin Diesel wearing a toupee for director Sidney Lumet's second to last film?
No, Watto, what does that mean?
I just think people are going to find you guilty. I mean, where do we go from here?
It truly, you know.
Oh, God.
What are you laughing at? What do you
My mom just texted me, you are in big trouble.
Oh, you want the Patrick going to get grounded?
Oh, boy.
I mean, here's the thing. There's a lot of more important things to deal with in the world.
Yeah, let's not worry about it.
Not
worry about it. Watto, do you want to call my mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is great.
This is great. It's symmetry. It's like poetry. It rhymes.
I also think not that we're helping, but that's probably the best. That's the best public appearance that he's had in a long time.
Yeah.
One could argue he's never looked better. Okay. Hold on 1 second here.
Patrick, I wish you were as fast with the intel as whoever his friend was.
Yeah.
He's all of a sudden heard this voice saying it's Tatooine is a fictional planet from the Star Wars universe, and he had it. He had a second chair. He might have been.
We should invite that friend on.
Yeah, absolutely. Open invitation. He and Ahmed Best are allowed on anytime they want.
Patrick, you're in big trouble.
Patrick, what's your mother's name?
Julie.
Great. Okay.
This is exciting. We've never talked to your mother on the show.
Good evening, Watto.
Hi, Julie. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I mean, I'm doing all right. I understand you're a little bit cross with your boy, Pat.
It was a wonderful show, Watto, and then all of a sudden, boom.
You think things took a bad turn. You think that the first half of the show was positive, and now we start.
I know. I think you needed to be a little more careful.
I agree with you, but I mean, you know.
Patrick was reckless.
Listen to Patrick.
It's no. You said listen to Patrick? Julie, I'm sorry. He's the one who presented the segment, held up the card, had an infographic, sent Watto the number. I agree with you. The show was going great until Patrick came in with his.
We listened to the Patricks tonight.
Have you started looking for the new producer yet?
We have started the search.
Hey, Julie. Do you want to produce the show, Julie?
I'm ready. I'm ready for
Okay. Yeah, you can come on one week, Julie.
I'm just saying, Julie, if we play like the game of one of these things is not like the other, right? There is only 1 week in the history of the George Lucas talk show that we have. And the only differentiating factor between this week and every other week is that Ahmed Best told us to listen to Patrick. She hung up.
Did she?
I respect it.
I'm shocked by that.
I respect
failed.
it.
It said call failed. I don't know what happened.
I respect it. I like a producer who knows when the call is over.
She said lost call. She said lost call.
Oh wow, Patrick, you love that show, Lost.
Yeah. Tell her I'm happy to call back. I mean, I want to know.
Yeah, call her back, Watto.
I'm trying to figure out what the right course of action is right
now. They have bad service in their house.
Gotcha.
I'm so sorry, Watto.
No apology necessary. How'd they hang in, Julie?
So, am I the other special after show guest?
Hey, let's bring in the logo for whenever we have a surprise guest.
Yeah, no, you're officially a guest now.
She's already here. She's already here, Patrick.
Yeah. Off my bucket list.
There we go.
There you go.
See, this kind of feels like now Watto's producing the show, and already I'm making people's wishes come true.
Julie, can I ask you a question? Can I ask a question about Patrick?
It's the highlight of my Sunday, Watto.
Look at what I'm doing. I'm following Ahmed's gospel. I'm making people better with positivity and forward thinking.
I don't know if she can hear George, Watto.
Watto, can you relay this question to Patrick?
See, we've all of a sudden brought the show back up again.
Can you hear George, Julie?
Are you able to hear me?
I can't hear George because I'm hearing the show.
Tell her to turn the TV down.
Turn the TV down.
Mute the computer.
Mute the computer and just listen to this call.
Tell her to turn the TV
down. Never.
I know.
Patrick, you've turned this show into Larry King Live, Patrick.
Here we go.
Watto.
There we go.
Yeah.
I can see George, but I can't hear him.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right, Watto, I want you to ask Patrick's mom, did he have any nicknames growing up?
Did you hear that, Julie?
No.
Okay.
I can see he's talking, but I can't hear him now.
No worries. The question is, did your son Patrick, a.k.a. Pat the Rat, a.k.a. Patatouille, a.k.a. Snack Trick Nap Snore, a.k.a. Rain Trick Actmore, a.k.a. Mr. Druthers, a.k.a. the face of late-stage capitalism, a.k.a., dare I say it, a messy bitch who lives for the drama.
That's all accurate. All accurate.
Thank you. Our question is, this is all new canon, right? This is new canon. We're asking,
absolutely.
Julie, did Patrick have any nicknames growing up?
When
he was a little Padawan.
Oh, gosh, what was his nickname? He's shaking his head. He doesn't want me to share. No more sharing for tonight.
Pull Patrick from the stream. Pull Patrick from the stream.
Skipper.
He's gone. Don't worry about
it. Skipper?
Skipper, Watto.
Skipper!
All right, bring Patrick back in. Bring Skipper back in. There he is.
I can't hear George.
Julie, hang on, Julie. She can't hear me. That was a nickname an uncle gave
me. Watto, I can't hear anybody.
I'll relay what they're saying.
I'll say that was a nickname an uncle gave me. And I don't know why. I don't know why.
Okay. So Patrick is asking Julie that he said the nickname came from an uncle, but he doesn't know why he got that nickname. Do you have any memory or understanding of how he ended up being called Skipper?
I don't remember. His father may remember, but I don't remember how Patrick was named Skipper.
Don't put him on.
Don't put them on. Patrick,
Skippy the monkey. Patrick had Skippy the monkey.
That is true. That is true.
Yes.
Skipper the monkey.
Let's get that fan art going.
I can see Patrick's expression. That is true.
Right? It works. It works a silent comedy as you watch Patrick finally have to eat crow.
Yes. I I am enjoying it. It actually is better with the volume down, Watto. I might watch the show every week like this.
Honestly, I feel like this show, from the very beginning, I've been saying George Lucas talk show should be silent. It should be passive.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable. I don't know when I'll next speak with Patrick or Skippy the monkey.
Never.
Any fun stories about Skippy the monkey growing up?
We're looking for Skippy the monkey legends, Julie. George is asking if you have any fun stories about Skippy.
I could send photos for next week.
Yeah. Yes, please.
That could be some good fan art.
That's what he looked like.
Is that what he looked like? Can you confirm?
Yeah. He had overalls and a straw hat, though.
I'll find the photos with Patrick, and then you can have some fan art for next week.
Wow. So Patrick just put a casual nude of Skippy the monkey.
He did have a straw hat, Patrick. I can read lips.
Tell Julie, I believe he's still in my room on top of the bookshelf, I think.
Yes. I think he actually had two.
Wow.
2 monkeys.
What? 2 Skippies, or did they have different names?
Oh, it's like a Terry Gilliam prequel.
I don't remember if there was a second name.
I don't think
His uncle purchased it for him at Yankee Candle up in Deerfield, Mass.
Yeah.
We got to get these monkeys sent back to Patrick.
Well, ask her if she
You've
remembers.
got so much to work on for next week. This is great.
I feel like I'm eating 8 boxes of Raisin Bran right now, because I've gotten at least 16 scoops since you've been on the phone.
I'm very happy to help.
Ask her if
we got
she
the show back lined up again.
Ooh.
We're doing all right.
We got to get them lined up.
Ask her if she remembers him losing an eyeball on an airplane.
Wow.
Do you remember
Patrick's
losing the eyeball?
Yes, we've been trying to replace poor Skippy's eyeball.
He's like Indiana Jones when he gets old.
We still have him.
Or Peter Falk all the time.
A monkey dies in Raiders, and then Indiana Jones loses his eye when he becomes an old man. He eats bad dates.
Excuse me for a minute, Watto, because we know
which is what Ahmed talked about making.
Confuse me for a second.
Absolutely, Julie.
Oh.
Bad.
Took me a second. Catch up.
Yeah, no, you got it. You're in the pocket, baby.
She doesn't know what that means.
Of course she knows.
Julie's a hip lady. Patrick is
in the pocket means. You think you invented it? Skippy, you think you invented that?
This week, Watto. It does get aired, so tell him to be careful.
Thank you. Thank you. I tell him that all the time. He doesn't listen to me. Sometimes I feel like I know what it is like to have been Patrick's parent, because I'm constantly trying to teach him right from wrong, and he doesn't listen. He wantonly does things like daring Watto to call
the second guest.
And I'm like, that's your fault. That's your fault for daring me to do it. And I'm doing it to teach you a lesson.
I do love that fan art. Nice job.
Thank you.
Oh, goop.
So good.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you'll all be available for next week's show.
Definitely. I want to book you right now. Are you available next Sunday? Can we bring you back on for a return segment?
Every Sunday.
Great.
I've been here for the 28-hour versions.
She watched
stayed up overnight. I'm here.
She watched almost all of Studio 60.
Wow.
Hey, Bryson, get the new graphic ready, because I'm announcing a new segment. Julie's Jamboree.
Oh.
Patrick, sorry, he shared that number, isn't he?
I have a question, because obviously, not to take too dark a turn, but obviously the White House has been in the news a lot this week. What happened? I believe, didn't Patrick go to visit the White House as a child? What happened when Patrick went to the White House?
All right, well, look forward to hearing from you next week, Watto.
Oh, wait, George has one final question. I'm sorry. I was listening to George, so I can relay the question to you. One final question, then you can go. We don't want to take too much of your time, Julie.
I don't know about Patrick's face. Should I answer?
Just go.
Julie, George wants to know, a lot of dramatic business happening in the White House this week. Infamously, Patrick visited the White House as a child. Do you think there's any connection?
He did say that he spotted, gosh, what was it? The cat, Patrick? that you saw when we were in there?
Socks?
Yeah, it was like
Socks the cat. And there was drama involved in the visit, Watto, if you really want to know the truth.
Spill the tea.
We were outside of the White House,
Yeah.
and we had missed all of the tours.
Yeah.
There were no more tours that day.
Yeah.
It
And
had been
Patrick-
detours, you're saying.
Detour. There was a detour.
There is a detour.
So he
Right for
started
now?
crying in front of the White House,
Mhm.
like a lot of people are doing now.
Yeah.
And an employee saw him crying, arranged for a tour. Patrick got in the White House, got the M&Ms, got the signed, stamps, first day issue stamps. This is where the hoarding began.
Your mom can see this, Patrick.
That
Stop.
wasn't to her. That wasn't. Hey, that was not to her. That was to the White House.
Yeah.
Who said no
So
more
he
tours.
did get in the White House.
Fair enough. And also, if you think your son's a hoarder, boy, you should never look at Watto's apartment. Because I've been to both, and man, he looks like Marie Kondo compared to Watto.
Wow.
Truly, thank you so much. This has been such an illuminating call. I look forward to next week's Jamboree.
Absolutely, Watto. Good night, George.
Thank you.
Good
Truly.
night. Good night.
Have a good night.
Wow. So if you think about the way that times have changed, that in that instance, Patrick's droplets actually helped him get into the White House.
Right.
Whereas now here we are in 2020, and droplets have led to the president himself being helicoptered out of the White House.
Out of the White House.
But
Yeah.
let's say in some ways things have stayed the same because a petulant child throws a tantrum. They let them into the White House. People guide them in.
That's right. Oh my
It
goodness.
was an early sign that things were trending in the wrong direction. We thought this was a rare episode with only one guest. And in fact, we've now had 3 superstar guests on this show.
2 guests, and one of which might be eliminated from history.
It might be.
Might be like, you might have to cut out the part where I refer to old Indiana Jones having only one eye, just the way I cut them out of all the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles
That's
episodes.
Two
Now-
of our guests might be canon, one guest might be legends.
Legends.
I don't know. We'll talk about it after. Maybe I just distort the voice.
Hey,
Lot of options.
be
Lot of
great. It'd be
But-
great if we could see if Ahmed would do the voice, and we could replace it with the Jar Jar Binks voice. I don't know if we can get him to do that. He's busy, but if we
Not
get him
gonna
to say, would you burn the ask, Patrick?
I already did.
No, but you didn't burn the ask for him to revoice the phone call. He could say
Yeah.
things like,
Yeah.
Now, when we were doing this show, I was like, well, we're only going to have one guest, so we're going to need stuff that we're going to need to have to do during the after show.
right.
And I thought maybe it was time to revisit one of our favorite segments.
Oh, a signature bit.
Abigail Bread Challenge.
Wow.
What a great idea.
So
I never thought this segment would return.
it's back.
I always thought it would. I knew it would return.
George, grab your watch. Abigail's got her bread. This is the rule. If Abigail does not get this done in a minute, she's kicked off.
Can I ask a quick
Okay.
question first?
Yeah.
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 So I made you a shirt with all of your nicknames. When
Yeah.
I'm updating it, do I do Skippy, the monkey, or do I do Skipper?
I think you do Skipper. I think Skipper was the name.
Okay.
I'm gonna change and put on that shirt. Hang on one second.
Okay.
All right. I don't need the
let's
watch
just
ready
say-
just yet.
Just while we're prepping, I've been checking Twitter. I like what people are doing, which is only referring to on Twitter the second guest. Please keep doing that
We
and
love
not
it.
tagging anyone or
Never
putting
tagging.
out a name that they could search.
Yeah.
Just the second guest. And if you know, you know. And if you don't,
You don't.
Yeah,
you don't.
you don't. So, George, let us know when we're getting close to the minute mark.
We're about 5 seconds away. That's too close.
That feels really close. Can we do this?
Well, let's do 60 from now. So you have about a minute to prep.
You get the
And then we'll
fresh
go into your
60,
minute.
Abby.
Yeah.
Fresh 60.
I am also wearing a Super Yaki shirt. Just
Whoa!
So nice.
Oh.
I believe Superyaki himself was watching earlier.
He's a very kind.
45 seconds.
Very kind man. And Abigail, we should mention that you also made us some the tongue was a muscle shirts.
I did.
Some weeks
Very
back.
A
Yeah.
lot of shirts.
All right.
We're 30.
Okay, do it at the 45, Abigail.
245.
Yeah. So you got 5, 4.
No,
I know. No, Patrick.
We're
Mute
15
Patrick.
now. 15 now.
Mute Patrick, at 12, when the tongue
You're
hits
throwing me
12.
off my game. You're throwing me off my game.
Patrick, you got to step back. You don't know how to produce anymore.
All right. And there you go. And we are at 5,
Ask the
4,
question.
3, 2, 1.
Not who you are.
Okay.
Right.
We tried.
I wonder.
Maybe we'll try it again later. I don't know.
Now it's the challenge is 2 pieces of bread, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like I'm surprised given the nature of this. Not that we're encouraging dishonesty, but it feels like you could palm a fair amount of the bread. You know what I mean? I feel like on this live stream, it'd be easy enough to eat the bread and then pull some of it down.
But George, that's coming from someone who specializes in industrial light and magic. Not anyone can palm.
Yeah.
That's true.
It feels like, especially if you manipulate the frame a little bit, if you really sell the chewing.
Yeah. But George, what you're describing would be some strange magic.
Yeah. Let me see if I can eat. Can we get the? Let me see if I can eat this lightsaber.
Yeah.
Not turned on because that would.
Oh wow.
Not turned on, but if I can eat the hilt of it.
Yeah, go ahead. Try, George.
Well, I want the music. I think I can do it in a minute.
Yeah. Make it the challenge. Bryson, let's make it the challenge.
Okay, so here we go. We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
He's really chewing.
He's going for it.
Oh, he's chewing it.
George, be careful.
no.
George. Oh my God.
George, don't choke.
What a waste of a perfectly good lightsaber toy.
George.
George.
Choke. George.
Oh,
George. Oh, no, he's struggling.
oh no.
Turning red. Watch it. No.
Oh my God.
Oh, my
Oh
Lord.
my God.
Oh, he's chewing. Look at him chewing. That's how you know it's real, and it went into his mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, George, at the end of a minute, you have to show us your tongue. Nothing on it! Nothing on it!
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, George.
Visual magic.
Digital magic. I do want to bring up a photo from Crudely D.
Did it look real? Did it look real?
Look at this. Crudely D.
Look at that.
Oh, pretty good. Just hanging out. Where'd my other leg go?
Where's your other leg? I don't know.
My left
you're
leg.
on
But is it tucked up behind the? Hold on, let me see it. Let me see
Oh,
it.
okay. Hang on one sec.
Some of the art.
Hang on one sec.
I'm not saying it's not there. It's just I'm not letting it dangle down to the ground.
Yeah.
We don't see it on. We'd see a little bit of it, I think, peeking out. So I must hook it back. But
Yeah.
I'm letting the right leg go down, just straight down.
Yeah.
I must bend my knee and be keeping my left leg slightly
Guys, if you guys-
aloft.
If you guys are drawing Kyler Beck and Ahmed and all this stuff, you got to tag Ahmed in this.
And Watto's left leg.
Yeah.
First of all, it's very slender at the top compared to his right leg. This isn't a criticism. That's just the angle we're seeing it at.
It's got pretty well-defined legs. I mean, we've established this.
But I think you might be straddling.
Slimming on the belly.
That is very good. And are those Christmas trees, or no, we're on Endor?
You're not on Endor. You're on a different.
Where are we at? We're on a tree planet, right? That's
Yeah.
a tree planet.
Yeah.
I love tree planets. That's great.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, we can take it off.
Great. People are saying, what if we draw the second guest? Should we tag them? No, don't even draw the second guest. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Think about that.
Don't do it.
Don't stop. Just stop.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Here's what you should do. You should draw a body with then a paper bag over its head and like a question mark on the paper bag, like it's the unknown comic, and exclusively refer to them as the second guest with no depictions of their face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second guest is officially been given Muhammad rules.
That's the fun thing.
Muhammad rules.
Yeah.
Do not draw.
Yeah.
I think the fun thing going forward is people who were here tonight who witnessed it. We just talk about that mysterious second guest.
Yeah.
Look, we're not going to name him ever again. And we always talked about this. It's one of the reasons for so long we resisted doing this show online, uploading videos. Because, George, you were always very adamant as someone who usually does films released everywhere. You said, this is the magic of it just being the people in this theater at this time. We would have guests on, they would break their NDAs, and it would never leak out to the audience. It was a circle of trust. And tonight, we are partaking in a thought experiment. We are trying to see if we can recreate that circle of trust on the internet.
It's a trial balloon. This is a trial balloon.
It's a trial.
I think if you watch this, it will be special edition and we will be in the clear. That's what I'll say. I think it will be taken care of. I think I figured out how to do it.
Okay, but can I also say that I would like it if the people watching it have a hard time figuring out who we called. If you can also bleep out when we say the proper name.
It's a little bit of work for Patrick, but he's up for it. We listened to him, and now
I was
going to try producing for once. But
I'm gonna bleep out the name.
Great.
I will. I think it will be taken care of. Don't worry about it.
I'm not even saying this as like a legal security thing. I just like the idea of this existing as a piece of art where people have to go, I heard it was, what about? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think, Patrick, because I think you're doing really excellent work this week. Not that you don't always do excellent work. And we are, for all the fun, we do make some sport of you, but that's part of celebrating you.
Yeah.
We make a couple sports out of you.
But I do feel like you're doing such a good job producing that people are going to start calling you Produce Bigelow, Male Gigolo.
Produce Bigelow, Male Gigolo. Yeah. Yeah.
George, I did not see that one coming.
Yeah.
This is why you're the master, because you do 3 episodes and people go, I know what Phantom Menace is going to be. And you go, no.
No.
Speaking of, I truly came so close to just breaking this again. I almost knocked it over. I'm going to move it to a more secure spot. But for the grace of God, I almost just knocked it over. Let's just appreciate how well I glued this.
Good. That's good gluing.
Does look good gluing.
That's very good gluing.
As Jar Jar Binks would say, how glued.
How would.
No, George.
George, he'd say how glued.
How glued.
How glued.
I know.
How glued.
How would.
Glued.
He'd say both.
Yeah.
Well, he would say how wooed to some other things that have happened in this.
Icky, icky glue.
He would say icky, icky glue.
Yeah.
You Jedi are crazy glue.
People are asking, Ricky Bosness is asking, are there any other Palpatine updates? No. Maybe it felt like Patrick should have saved the 3rd update.
I'll tell you, I didn't mean to click it. I thought I would click out of it.
Patrick, this is not your PowerPoint. This is not your TED Talk. Do not advance unless you're given instruction to.
That's fair enough. I hear that. I hear that. It's fair enough. It's fair enough.
Yeah.
But perhaps those were supposed to be 2 separate beats.
I know. It was a mistake. I know.
It was a runner.
It was a runner.
And you ran it together.
You ran it together.
But that's okay, Patrick.
It was like a potato sack race.
One of the things
People running together.
One of the things that Patrick in his minute that he wasted most of that he talked about was that people should be more positive on the internet.
It's true.
Right. Like you should be positive that if you send me a phone number, I will call it live on air.
Right.
You should be positive about that.
I'm trying to think of if I have anybody else.
Oh, Patrick.
Oh, Patrick.
This is a problem on par with Watto's gambling addiction.
I'm stubborn about that shit. But you're giving me a run for my money.
Immediately. Patrick has already made himself days worth of work in having to censor this episode for YouTube. And now he's already looking for his next fix right now. He's going through that digital Rolodex.
This is the fastest a Star Wars project has ever moved on to special edition. It's never before has turned around.
While we are filming,
yes.
We are already changing.
Yes.
Oh, never. Now, one of the things that happened this week is that for the first time ever, because we talk about Disney a lot on the show. And we talk about Disney is famous for what's one of their trademark slogans or songs is "When you wish upon a star."
When you wish upon a star.
When you wish
upon a star.
Makes no difference. Who you are. Anything your heart desires will come. But for the first time this week on social media, Twitter and several other social media outlets made it against the rules to wish for one specific thing.
Yeah.
We won't even say what it is, but there's a thing you can't wish for anymore on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And it has me worried that this
perfectly
is
just they're addressing the problem right as it arises.
Do you think it was just a coincidence that it came up this week?
What do you mean?
It was the first instance of it ever being a problem.
It's never happened, so they were like, "Oh, we should take care of that."
A lot of people were wishing for it, a certain thing.
That's why. But for the first time that's ever happened on the internet.
Yeah.
And it makes me worried that other wishes are going to be because it's that famous slippery slope that we hear so much about.
Yes.
Oh, the slope. People are worried about that slippery slope.
Whoop.
So slippery.
Whoop.
And so we think about the things we like to be able to wish for Disney Plus to release Star Wars Detours.
Yeah.
What if that's the next wish that Twitter outlaws?
George,
it might be our last chance for people to tweet, "I wish you would release Star Wars Detours Disney Plus."
They might ban it. And I've been wishing all episodes for Palpatine to make a fast and full recovery.
If I had a wish, I would wish, even if Palpatine is still highly contagious.
Yeah.
I'd like him to maybe get in a land speeder or some sort of little vehicle and just fly around the hospital a few times, wave at people.
Yeah.
Even if it meant putting the people operating that vehicle in danger of being infected. Maybe that would be a thing.
I feel like we already saw photographic proof that he did that on a terrestrial 4-wheeled vehicle, and it was very funny. And I don't know why you're making it seem like there is a funnier version of that than the one we've already seen. I
was just special editioning it with a Star Wars kind of vehicle, because we don't. That was an SUV or a CRV, right? That was a 4-wheel.
Yes.
That was an Earth vehicle, right?
I don't know. I just feel like someone spent a good chunk of time.
Watto, I know that, but this is what I do. I'll special edition your bit while it's happening.
And the episode's already being special edition.
You can't be offended by this when I do this. I want to put a Star Wars vehicle on it because I don't think that Palpatine would drive around in something like that.
You're right. I have to learn to be less precious about my art.
We might film it. If we were filming it, we might film it in a vehicle like that, but then digitally I would make it look more like a futuristic, and by futuristic I mean past terrific.
We would film it, but at the end of the day, that vehicle would be no better than a Scottish actor wearing a furry coat.
No better.
Get them out of here. Put the Yaba in.
You know, there was a point where we were going to film everything with just that guy.
That one guy was going to do the whole movie. That
The
was
whole
when you
movie?
couldn't get,
The whole movie.
couldn't get any financing, and he said, "I got to get this
I
thing."
said,
off.
what if we just do it? What's that guy's name? Declan?
Declan Mulholland.
Let's get Declan. We can have him film everything. We'll just replace them later with
Right.
an actress for Leah and all these other things.
You had to just get it out into the world. You said,
I don't remember who it was.
Later.
I don't know whether it was Gary or Steve. I don't remember who. Might have been Brian. I don't remember who it was. One of my pals back then said, "You're gonna want to film most of the movie normal. Why don't you just test it out with one character?"
Do one.
I said, I'd really love it if we could just have Declan do the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we'll just add it in later. We'll just. I my words at the time was, "We'll McClunky it later."
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember you.
Because I used to use that word just sort of as a catch-all.
Yeah.
That was sort of.
And people said, George, your buddy Steve, your buddy Brian.
Yeah.
They all just sort of said, "Oh, we get it."
Yeah.
When you put it like that.
Right. Because I would use McClunky was kind of like my Snoochie Booches. You know what I mean? Where it was sort of like.
It's a little button. It's a little button.
Yeah.
Little button. Little thing you say. Little fun thing you say.
Hey, talk about a little button.
Talk about a little button.
Talk about a little button.
Oh.
And Disney Plus. Let's say Disney Plus should talk about a little button.
Yeah.
The one little button.
A little button that you use to release Star Wars Detours. Now, one of the things that we addressed in the crawl this week is that our show has become. We were in the top 40,000 shows. That's films and TV shows and video games, I guess. Top 40,000 titles on IMDb. And we dropped out of the top 40,000. And our goal, what we were hoping was that our goal would be to get in the top 20,000 shows. We've come so close.
Yes.
And so we have a little project. We want to ask people if you could just get 2 of your friends, maybe 10 of your friends, maybe 100 of your friends, as many of your friends as possible to visit our page for the show on IMDb.
Rate, review, go add trivia, go add quotes.
Play around in there. Get your hands dirty. Mess around with our info.
Play around in there.
And even give us a little star rating. I mean, right now I see we only have 10 out of 10 ratings. We have a perfect track record.
Yeah.
But only 160 people have rated us overall. Now there are almost 3 times that watching at this very moment.
Yeah.
So let's do it, baby. Not almost 3 times, but whatever. More than double people watching at this moment, and every one of those people went and gave us a little 10-star vote. Pooh! We'd be way up on the charts, like the highest grossing movie in America, Tenet, making $1 million in its 4th week of release. It's the biggest movie in America.
I mean, it's undeniable.
Not even a re-release of Hocus Pocus on 200 theaters could beat it.
How's Empire Strikes Back doing?
I think it's dipped. I think Hocus Pocus took that energy this week.
George, how do you feel about that?
Bad. I think it's a dumb idea. You can watch it on Disney Plus.
You watch both on Disney Plus.
You know what? Why? How about this? Why don't you go? You want to go see Empire Strikes Back in the theater? Why don't you just go straight to the hospital from there?
Yeah, how about that?
How about that? You like that idea?
I don't.
How you like me now?
How you like me now? Idea.
How you like me now? You'll end up like Chief Palpatine, and who's laughing now?
I think for a movie that is been around for decades. It's basically a middle-aged movie at this point. You've had plenty of opportunities to watch it. You can watch it on your telephone, on your portable handheld telephone. You can watch it right now on Disney Plus. You can watch it on your iPad. You can watch it on your Roku. There's all these different ways you can watch it. I think right now is the worst time to think, you know where I'd like to watch it? Someplace where I could get sick.
Air-conditioned box with strangers.
I'd love to. Is there a way that I could catch a disease while I watch it? Oh, yes, there is actually. We've re-released it in theaters.
I'll do it.
There's a trick. You don't want that. It's bad.
I've heard of a special edition, but the super spreader edition, this is new.
Yeah.
I mean, people can make a new
do Do you want to? Oh, you like the special edition? How would you like this special infection?
Yeah, how about that? And how you like me now?
Let's make some fan art of a poster of Empire Strikes Back, the re-release that says it's special infection, and add in a bunch of info about how you can watch in the theater and catch COVID and get sick.
Sure.
And let's add a pull quote to the top of that poster, which is, "Please do not go see this movie in theaters, George Lucas."
Retired filmmaker George Lucas from the George Lucas talk show.
George Lucas.
Oh boy,
George. If you had to do a special infection edition of Empire Strikes Back, who would you give masks to?
Oh, I put masks on the characters or the audience?
Which characters would you put masks on?
Lobot, he wears a mask. He's the first guy to mask up. He attaches on because he gets those big things to attach to his headphones.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't wear the mask?
No, I don't know.
I'll tell you who. The Wampa.
Sure.
Wampa doesn't wear it. The Tauntauns don't. They die of respiratory illness. One of those Wampas dies of COVID almost immediately at the beginning of that movie.
Sure.
Can I do my impression of a Tauntaun?
Please, dude. Don't even ask. Ask. We should be asking. We should be begging you to do it.
Here's my impression of the hero Tauntaun from the film Empire Strikes Back. Ready? Get in my belly!
That's great.
See what I did was I combined the Tauntaun with the fat bastard.
That bastard from Goldmember.
From The Spy Who Shagged Me and Goldmember. He has 2 credits. He's much like Watto. He appears in 2 of the films.
And much like Watto in Goldmember, at the end, he's very skinny. And Watto in Attack of the Clones, he's got a little hat.
That's right. But he's almost a reverse Watto because you are a 1 and 2 and he was a 2 and 3.
That's true.
Yeah. Right.
Very different. It's a reverse Watto.
I feel like you're body shaming Watto, and also in the first movie he wears a lot of hats. In Spy Who Shagged Me and Goldmember, he has a little top knot like a sumo. So he's actually very much a reverse.
Apologize to Watto.
Watto
actually apologize. He's very much a reverse Watto.
But Watto, in a way that you're different, you always wear a lot of hats because you're a performer. You're an entertainer.
Oh, what
you're a funny guy, a nice friend.
Wow. These aren't jobs anymore.
He'll do anything for a laugh.
Oh, a quintuple threat. A quintuple threat.
Yeah.
Well,
that's my
because a funny guy is different than someone who'll do anything for a laugh.
Yeah.
But also,
you're a stubborn gambler.
I said that and you didn't listen to me. Maybe it's time that we listen to the Wattos, and that's a new hashtag.
That's a new hashtag. So masks. You know who doesn't wear the mask?
Guest.
The Ugnaughts.
Yeah.
They don't wear masks. Those little piggies.
Yeah.
They're little filth pigs. They don't wear masks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lando wears a mask. Lando wears a mask in my special infection edition.
Darth Vader, very responsible. The clone troopers, very responsible. There's nothing to fix there. They had it right the first time.
Plo Koon, he's got a little mask on.
Plo Koon has a little mask on?
Yeah, the little thing on his face is a mask.
Yeah, but I'm adding masks. We're not talking about people who are already wearing masks.
Right. I'm just saying people who were ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Yeah, by wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Look at this. Hang on 1 second, George Watto.
I almost am inclined to take the mask off of Vader, just show the digital Hayden Christensen face.
Look at this guy. Look at that.
Hey, look at that, Bessie.
That's a mask, Watto.
You're saying that's like a breathing apparatus.
Yeah.
Right, but what we're saying is people who should wear a mask.
But I'm thinking he's ahead of the curve.
Right, but that's not what we're talking about, and I don't understand why you'd even bring that up. Kit Fisto put the mask on. He's maskless. You see that smile.
Someone just did this, and I don't even know if I like this.
What?
Hang on 1 second. I don't even know if I like this.
I like it. I actually like it a lot.
Okay, we'll say this.
Wait.
Everything is on Watto's shoulders then. If Watto likes it so much, we're putting this totally on Watto.
Yes,
Wait,
I like listing anonymous as the second guest. What is there to not like about that?
Well, what if the group anonymous thinks we're crediting them?
We should call Anonymous.
If you have their number, don't fucking test me.
Or is it the author of the novel Primary Colors?
Very
Yeah.
Which I believe ended up, well, no, it was written by Anonymous, but I believe, who did that end up being?
Was it
I've forgotten his name. He was a journalist.
yeah, no,
Joe Klein. Joe Klein.
Oh, Mark Feld, I was gonna say.
That's Deep Throat.
I know.
You don't know the difference between Deep Throat and Anonymous, Patrick. You need to update your Rolodex.
I guess I don't.
Do you have Joe Klein's number, Patrick? We could call
No, I
him.
don't know who that is.
He's anonymous. He wrote Primary Colors, the Romane Clef about the Clinton administration that became
I've
the
seen the movie.
Mike Nichols film written by Elaine May.
Yeah, I've
You
seen
don't
the movie.
have Joe Klein's number?
Do you have Joe Klein's number? Wait,
No.
is he still around? I don't even know.
Sounds like you have some areas where you could improve as a producer.
Yeah.
Might want to have Joe Klein's number on standby, at hand.
Wow. What a week, guys. What a week.
What a week. Well, we just passed the Sweet 3,
Whoa.
Just past the Sweet 3.
which is we've never actively normally we think we're going to maybe go to the Sweet 3 and then we end up burning past it, and then we're because within a few like it's 4 minutes past the oh no, I guess on the actual clock here we're
Right.
only 2 minutes past the Sweet 3.
Watto used to be the big advocate for the Sweet 3, and Watto has given up that campaign.
But
Watto
is that
has
still,
fully learned to love the Irishman Plus.
Really?
is that true, or because I don't want you to think that a Sweet 3 is impossible?
Listen, if Watto wants to do something, Watto does something. If Watto wanted the Sweet 3,
We'd be having it
vocal about it. There's a reason you haven't heard any complaining.
because Watto likes
I do
it.
want to. This is genuinely the first conversation we've had with Watto about this.
In months.
But the only off-camera conversation, the only production meeting conversation we had about it, ended with the Sweet 3 very much on the table.
Absolutely. And that was fair. And Watto doesn't feel like he was steamrolled. Watto feels like he has come to accept the opposite line of thinking. It's if only other people were more willing to cross the aisle and consider the other viewpoint, which Watto did, and he accepted it. He realized, I think this is the way. This is the way. Watto said, this is the way.
This is the way.
That's
I mean, let's say we're already trying to start planning our fundraiser for next month. And Watto has been very vocal in some of his thoughts about how we should organize that. It's not like Watto holds back his opinions.
Right.
So sometimes the absence of words is very telling with Watto. And sometimes if Watto isn't responding to a group text, that's actually the biggest answer he could give.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. That's fascinating.
Should we talk about what next fundraiser is?
I mean, should we?
Should we?
I think so.
I mean, should we?
Should we?
I'm leaving this up to Watto now.
Oh, now it's Watto's job.
Oh,
I wasn't aware that I'm the producer of this show.
We're going to be watching. I'll say it. You ready?
Yeah.
I think we've already talked about it. We're going to be watching Muppets Tonight.
I don't think we talked about it.
What we talked about?
I don't think we talked about it. I think what you're remembering is that you put a screenshot of your device that included your password and your identity and all these things, and on that it said Muppets Tonight, and I saw that and I thought, we haven't announced that. I think that's how you've announced it.
Yeah,
by doxing yourself.
Threw it out as a possibility, but we never assigned it a month. I don't feel like, and there are a lot of possibilities we've thrown out. Even if it was anticipated, we never confirmed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, I'll confirm it right now. And I'll say if people want to go to the Twitter account Muppets_Tonight, you guys might be able to find out where the episodes will be posted soon.
Right. Very interesting.
A lot of it is on YouTube, but it's going to be putting up in one place, easy to watch.
Yes.
It's going to be October 18th is the date. October 18th.
Okay.
We will be starting a little bit early that day.
What is the time is it going to start?
I believe we will be starting at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Ooh.
How many episodes is it in total?
I believe it's 22.
So it's like the same amount of Studio 60, except half the time in each episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't start saying no while Watto is asking you a question.
How wooed?
How wooed?
How wooed?
You can claim you thought you knew what he was saying, and so you wanted to cut him off and answer early, but that is no excuse.
I'm so sorry, Watto. I'm
You are
very
not squeezed. You are not squeezed.
There's no excuse. There's no excuse for your behavior.
I'm very sorry.
Patrick, there is no excuse for your behavior. We have fun here.
And that's the thing we want to catch on, because people used to say "excuse me," but no one ever said that's no. No one just started using the word "excuse" instead of "excuse," and that's a fun thing.
Different forms.
It's a fun thing you can do.
Yeah, no excuses.
No excuses.
Oh, this is a fun fact about Northern California right now that I just realized. Yeah. Hold on, I want to see if you can tell.
Wait a second.
Can you see that? Can you see my breath?
We'll make you full screen, George.
You trying to show off your Hoth breath?
Hold on.
I don't see it.
Yeah,
hold on. Let me see.
Nothing happening.
Nope.
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 It doesn't look that bad.
But visual storytelling, you are failing on that front.
It honestly doesn't look that bad, George.
Feels bad.
Well, Patrick, I think you're going to have to fix it in post.
Can someone tell me? Can someone tell me what the temperature is in Marin County right now?
Yeah, it's probably not that bad.
Yeah, it's probably just me. I'm just sensitive to it.
It's 54 degrees. 54 degrees, George.
That's not that. That's not that cold.
It's not that cold.
I mean, it's not. Hold on. It's a little cold.
Wow. I mean, George, it's your choice to sit out there, you know?
What do you mean? This is where we do the show.
I know, but you could go other places.
I'm not going to go into the library or the screening room.
I feel like people would like that.
Nah, I'm not going to show you the rest of the ranch. This is where we do the show, out on the screened porch.
It's interesting. I mean, Patrick, like, what temperature did you say it was in Marin County?
I think I said it was 54, Watto.
Because that's, like, pretty tolerable. But as, like, a point of reference, in Missouri right now, it's, like, low 40s.
Oh, wow.
So if you feel bad about how cold it is right now...
I'd hate to be there right now.
Imagine being in Missouri.
Imagine what it would be, especially, I don't know why I committed to my costume being shorts and little socks.
You don't have to. You don't have to do that.
It's almost always out of frame.
I know.
George, go sit on Dark Small so we can see your shorts.
Yeah, if you're going to wear the shorts, at least let us see the game.
At least show us. Now it's like buying something for a show and then not writing it off because it didn't make it on the show, you know?
Absolutely.
What are you doing, George? What is he doing?
What is he doing? I never know. I never know. That's what keeps it interesting. That's what keeps it fresh after all these years. I never know. He's getting the child.
I don't know what he's doing.
I don't either. You have to accept it. You can't produce everything, Patrick.
It's a good shot.
He's trying to set up his frame. Now he's going to, little tilt on the camera, little pan.
People are saying use the charity money for a space heater for George. We're not going to use the charity money, but if you want to donate to the show, there is a button either down below or off to the side where if you do donate money, some of it will go to George and he may buy a space heater.
I always think I'm prepared, but the moment he crosses his arms, it just becomes so funny.
Yeah.
Like a little pouty boy.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. This is what I'm saying. You got to accept the chaos. Hey, accept the cast doesn't mean take a nap.
Oh, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. The only way to trick him into doing his job. Have to make him think it's morning.
Good morning, everybody. Oh boy. I mean, how long is he gonna? What if he just comes back with chilies again?
Oh, and that's what he does.
Yeah. What'd you do this week, Watto?
Yoko told me that her Wi-Fi was broken, and she had spent like 3 days on the phone with T-Mobile and AT&T trying to figure out what was wrong.
Yeah.
So Watto was like, "Let me just come up there and take a look at it," and it turned out that Yoko still uses an AT&T email address.
Yeah.
But AT&T bought Time Warner, and Time Warner owns AOL, and AOL bought Yahoo.
Sure.
So now, like a year plus after the merger, they were like, let's consolidate all of this.
Yeah.
There is now a server currently.com that I feel like is slowly the AT&T emails, the Yahoo emails, and the AOL emails are all being refiled under currently.
Yeah.
And so Yoko is like, my Wi-Fi's broken. My Wi-Fi's broken. I was like, Yoko, I don't think it's the Wi-Fi. And so I went and it was like, no, the problem is that your email server has changed. Your iPhone is sending push notifications to the wrong server.
Okay.
So I had to, add. I said, let me remove this account from your iPhone and add the new account. And she said, don't remove it. I don't want to lose all my emails. I said, you're not going to lose them and not deleting it. And she said, I'm not going to allow it. And I said, let me just add the new account. So I did that. And that took about a week.
That took a whole week?
She's very stubborn.
Now, are you guys in each other's bubbles? Like she's just fine with you coming in? She knows you're not moving?
No, I wear the mask. I wear the gloves. I mean, I've only seen her twice. We communicate through the brooms. I hit the broom. She hits the broom down. We communicate. Sometimes we throw a tin can radio out the window and talk through that. This is the second time I've come to her apartment because I haven't been seeing anybody. She hasn't been seeing anybody. So I said, dude, trust me. Because I was trying to do it the tin can radio. And I said, this is such a headache. I tried to talk you through it and you're an impossible. You never learn, Yoko.
Yeah. That's I mean, it's cool that you get to hang out with her though. What's the coolest thing about living with her?
It's not hanging out. It's work. It's honestly, it's a nuisance.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you ever ask her for stories though? Like, I feel like she's lived a life and it's like, you want to hear about her life. Or do you not care? You don't care about that?
Patrick, not everything is a talk show, okay? There's the time for asking celebrities personal questions, and there's the time to just be.
I just think when you reach the point of your life that Yoko is at now, you want to be passing on information that you have learned from your life.
Maybe you should book her. Because when I come over to fix her email, I'm not prying into her personal life.
Does she know you do this show?
Yeah, she watches every week.
She watches. Has she ever expressed interest in coming on?
I don't know. Why don't you ask her?
I don't have.
She's a regular chat packer. I don't know what her username is, but she's a regular chat packer.
I don't have an in.
You don't have an in to Yoko?
No.
I'm not going to give you her number. That's a betrayal of trust.
That's fair.
I mean, what? If I gave her your number and you just called her willy-nilly? You can't give someone just a phone number.
Let's talk about something else so I don't have to cut this from the stream too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's a bummer. I wish she would just come. I wish you would talk to her and have her see if she would come on. Because that would be cool.
I don't even know what her username is. She could be anyone in the chat. I just know she says she's in the chat. I don't know who she is.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this guy.
Butter rat. Butter rat. I knew it was you. All along, the butter rat.
Do you think here's a question.
What? What?
Is this a really big rat or is that a really small plate?
Great question. George, do you make yourself some tea?
Yeah, this is not what I was expecting, George.
George. George.
Yep. Sorry, I went inside for a minute.
Yeah.
And I realized, when you're outside and it's a little cold, and then you go inside, and that's when you actually realize how cold it is.
Yeah.
So I just had, yeah.
I'm sorry. Can I just be honest with you guys?
Sure.
What?
We would expect it.
I know I said that I've come to accept the Irishman Plus as the runtime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This has been a big week. It's been a big show. I'm not going to try to end it early, but I might be just wiped for the night.
Why did you?
That's okay. Watto, if that's how you feel, we always want to give you the out.
Why did I what?
Why didn't you bring this up earlier? This feels very abrupt. That's all. I mean, listen, if you want to go to bed, fine, go to bed.
I'm just feeling tired. And look, I had to do a lot of work this week, okay? I don't want to say who, but maybe someone was not carrying their weight, had to do some producing, had to suddenly book 2 guests on the fly, conduct the interviews.
My mom and Abigail, yeah.
3 guests, arguably.
Okay, fine. Okay. Go to bed. If you want to go to bed, go to bed. George and I will talk for a few more minutes.
Not like that. I just feel like
Watto, sweet.
You're Irishman Plus. We're close. It's 3:16. Can I not go to sleep a little early? You could just nice quiet ending to the show, the two of you.
Okay.
I say sweet dreams, Watto. I have some hot chocolate. I'll probably start nodding off fairly soon myself.
I hope not.
Patrick, you don't think you can carry the show on your own?
Patrick, come on.
Okay. Good night, Watto. Then I guess. Do you want to say anything before you leave?
Yeah, I love you all. Thank you all for a great week on the George Lucas.
Thank you as well, Watto. It was always nice. I look forward to seeing you a week from now.
Okay.
I hope you come back a week from now, Watto.
I will.
Patrick, why would you even say that? Why would you tempt fate like that? Why would you say that?
All right. We'll see you later, Watto.
All right. Bye, Watto. Sweet dreams. Now it's just the two. We never get time just like this, you and I, Patrick.
That's true. What do you want to talk about?
I don't even want to talk about Star Wars.
Sure. What's your least favorite Star Wars movie?
Oh God, don't ask me that. There's no such thing.
Okay, then what's your second to least favorite Star Wars movie?
All of them.
All of them?
Yeah, because you're already in the number 1 slot. There's only 2 slots. One of them's empty, and the rest of them is all Star Wars.
Wow. Okay. George, if you could come back for like one more Star Wars movie that's not about midichlorians, like microscopic organisms. It's about a character that we know. What would the story be?
I don't know. There's so many stories you can't tell. It's a big universe.
George, I'm nervous because Watto's gone. And that sort of makes it feel like stuff's changed again.
You think?
I sort of think so.
In what way?
It just feels like a different section of the show now. Do you agree?
I mean, it's starting to feel like maybe we have entered a different phase of the show. We're late at night now. We can have adult conversations. Oh, it looks pretty good, doesn't it?
That looks pretty good. George, we just get some more fan art that I want to show.
Oh, I love fan art. You know I love it.
Kevin Woods.
Are you about to eat crow?
The other one is this is from David Yoder. That's you, George?
Me and Baby Yoder.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one.
And that was very fast because it wasn't that long since I started talking about my breath.
Oh, wow. George, look at this one. It's a Goop Goop original. You ready for this?
Ooh, listen to the Wattos.
Some of the Wattos. You know, he's not even here anymore.
He's not even here. He would. Well, maybe you could message that to him.
Yeah, but what's the point? He went to sleep. He left us.
But he could wake up. He could wake up to it.
Tonight or tomorrow?
Middle of the night or tomorrow would be a nice thing to wake up to.
Yeah. All right, I'll message it. I mean, it's after dark, George. What is the... This is new. This is a new feeling. We're here. We're having fun. Some people during After Dark don't even turn off their lights, but we turn them off, George.
What do you mean, who doesn't turn off their lights?
I just feel like if you're going to go with it, you know?
What, you just tried to bring Jersey Dave into the stream?
Yeah, and he doesn't even have his lights off.
I didn't even see it didn't happen. Did he resist?
There he was.
Part of the resistance.
He's part of the resistance. He's not even wearing shades. What's the point of bringing him in if he's not even wearing shades? He doesn't even have
maybe he doesn't want to wear shades because he'd like to throw some at you, Patrick.
At me? Why would he want to throw some at me? What have I
throw shade?
He
throw shade at you.
I don't know.
Because it's fun, Patrick. We all enjoy. Everybody needs to blow off a little steam.
It's just like it's not. You know, some people have their lights off, but they're not wearing shades, and it's just like you want him to have the shades on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but then other people have shades, and then they put other shades on too.
Right. Well, and to speak.
But then those aren't even shades.
Well, and also in some cases, the future is so bright that for some people it's a requirement.
But I really want them to have candles, and they don't have candles. You know, that's the big thing. Is candles are the big thing.
Yeah. Well, some people don't have candles; they have candles, meaning they have no candles.
Wow.
That goes right on the IMDb quotes page.
I was refreshing it earlier, and there were no quotes. I don't know if they just haven't updated yet or what, but there are no quotes.
Well, I mean, there's a reasonable chance that the president in the past week might have looked at IMDb and infected everyone who makes that site run.
Yeah.
Because, and this, I can't be clearer about this, our sick president.
Yeah, I've heard.
Got a lot of people sick this week. We don't even know how many people he may have infected. And that's something that people should never stop talking about.
Sure.
Talk about Darth Plagueis. Are you holding up there?
Sometimes some people get candles, and it's great. But other people still don't have candles.
Patrick, I feel like you're subtweeting. Is this what subtweeting is?
This is subtweeting. I did like that Darth Plagueis joke, George.
It's a great joke.
I did like it.
Closer to the camera.
Come a little bit closer.
So you're my kind of droid. So small and so round. That's a C-3PO song. Okay. See how quickly I spoofed it? You can spoof stuff just by putting Star Wars stuff into things that aren't Star Wars. So you say, come a little bit closer, you're my kind of droid. So small and so round. Come a little bit closer. I'm all alone, and you have Death Star plans. Doesn't make sense from the point of view. He didn't know that, but...
He didn't know what? That he had Death Star plans?
No, he just saw Princess Leia, C-3PO saw Princess Leia putting something inside of R2-D2.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
That's how it starts. That's how it all starts.
That's how it all.
Episode 4 all starts.
If you would you change the beginning if you wanted to, George? Like, is there anything you would change?
Phantom?
No. Well, the beginning of the 1977 rough draft.
Phantom's where it begins, baby.
I know, but the first shot that people see, the first Star Wars shot that people saw, that first.
Sure.
Scene, what would you do?
Make it more fun, more for kids.
How? How would you do that?
Put some candy in it, like healthy candy for kids.
Yeah. George, sometimes they all get candles, and it's really great. It's really nice that they have candles, but then they take the glasses off the baby.
That's right. So, well, because you can't do everything all at once.
Look at this.
Oh, pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Well, yeah, like maybe like right now, there's two ways you could go with anything. You can always make something more adult, and you can always make something more kid friendly. So if someone wanted to make episode 4 more adult, the way you would start is by Princess Leia is very beautiful. We've established she's very beautiful. She's putting the Death Star plans inside of R2-D2. Yeah, if you wanted to make it more adult, you'd have R2-D2 make a noise like he was experiencing pleasure. So a beep that sounded kind of like, oh, or something like that. Oh, that's good, or something like that. I wouldn't have any interest in that. It's too erotic. That's like something that if you were making like when Larry Kasdan made Body Heat. And that's totally legit. But that's not what I would be interested in. Well, what would be more appealing? Maybe she's not just putting Death Star plans in. Maybe she gives R2-D2 some candy, but not candy, something like candy for a diabetic, like no guilt candy.
Yeah. For
droids. We'd established that it's some sugar-free candy for R2-D2. George, and maybe R2 would have a candy slot, like a candy hole.
Hey George, I know you're doing one of your favorite Describe-a-thons. This is very close to what
you asked me a question.
I know.
You asked how I would start Star Wars Episode 4.
Hang on,
A
George,
New Hope different.
I'm looking in the waiting room.
Mm-hmm.
We have a returning guest, and I'm nervous to bring him in because last time he came in real hot.
Well, I'm real cold, so let's bring him in. Maybe he'll warm me up. Maybe.
He's a bad guy, George.
Oh, Patrick, now it's not the time. You're the one who said you wanted people to be more positive online, so don't be negative. Try saying he's misunderstood. Whoever this is.
Listen, maybe
it's Maybelline.
We know him as a bad guy. Maybe he's coming in to rehabilitate his image.
Mm-hmm.
You know him, you love him. It's Electro.
Guess who's back? Back again. Electro's back. MCU. Electro's back. 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 Da da da. Talk about a little shock.
Talk about a little shock.
Talk about a little shock.
Look at you, Electro.
Look at you, Electro.
People said I was down and out for the count. You like to make fun of people, Patrick. I see the way you interviewed Jake Sully, interviewed me, interviewed Vizirian.
Yeah.
Acting like our careers are over, like we peaked with the one role and we're never coming back. Guess who's back? Tell a friend.
Patrick, I'm telling you, Electro's back.
I'm wondering if I have to recuse myself from this conversation.
Yeah. Electro's back. Oh. And that's no spoiler. That's a fact.
Yeah.
George, I'm going to let you talk to Electro. Electro, what happened?
Electro's back is what happened.
Right.
What happened is that Electro's back. I was trying to test your reflex.
You got him.
Yeah.
Oh, Electro. Yeah. No.
Patrick, you waited this long to stop debating. Electro's back on the rag and ovulating.
Yeah, George. I'm gonna let you talk to Electro, George. I'm gonna take the back seat on this one.
All right, Electro. Electro. Congratulations! I hear you've booked some work.
Thank you, I did.
I was shocked to hear it.
I like what you did there, George. It is true, I recently booked the title role in a new MCU movie.
That's right. And I'm going to see you in the movie when it comes out.
Hey, I'm hoping to be a jolt of new energy to that franchise.
Well, I think it was a powerful decision to bring you back. But I have to ask the question, is the reason that Patrick's recusing himself, is Patrick your new boss now?
No, he's recusing himself.
That was Vlad Glushenko's unused score for Christopher Nolan's debut film, Following.
And Patrick, I think you misspoke when you introduced me on this episode. You said I was a bad guy.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm a Vlad guy.
That's possible, Patrick. You didn't account for that possibility.
Electro, the one thing that I know is that sometimes, Electro, it's good to be Vlad.
And here's one thing I know. I'm a Vlad guy. Don't bring home to dad guy. It's a Vlad guy.
We do want to encourage people, if you can seek out, where can they find that Vlad Glushenko track, Patrick?
It's on his YouTube.
On his YouTube, we want to encourage people to recut the trailer or any sequences from Christopher Nolan's debut film Following, which I believe was on the Criterion Channel. I don't know if it currently is, but see what it would have been like. Make a little special edition. See what it would have been like if that original title track had appeared in the film, perhaps over the end credits or over the opening, or over a sequence where you think it's particularly striking.
Can I remind you folks that I'm a motherfucking movie star again?
That's right.
People were clowning on Electro. They said Electro was out. Retconned. Never to be seen again. Electro's back, baby. Making those bills.
Yeah. What they probably thought that the power was out, but it was just the fuse that needed to be recharged.
Yeah. And I'm feeling excited.
That's great. Well, I'm glad that now you're going to be working with a different Spidey this time, right?
I mean, can I drop some spoilers here?
Please do. Spill the tea.
This film, which is not going to be called Spider-Man: Home Away from Home or some shit like that. It's going to be called Electro: Spider-Man better be scared.
So they're not using...
What?
No, it's just a follow-up. So they did... It was Homecoming and then Away from Home, right? Those are the two.
Far From Home.
Far From Home.
And people are saying, "Oh, what's the next one going to be called? Homeschooled? Home is where the heart is."
Home Fries could be a Juno thing. Home Skillet.
It's called Electro: and you want to know the subtitle?
Yeah.
Turn off the dark. Because I've worked with Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. People said, "Oh, now you get to work with Tom Holland Spider-Man." No, we're recasting again. Reeve Carney, star of the Broadway Spider-Man musical. Turn off the dark. Yeah, that's canon now.
Electro, can
Next
I pitch?
MCU film is a direct sequel to the Spider-Man musical.
Electro, will you accept a pitch? It doesn't have to replace your idea. It could be an addition too.
Sure.
Well, I'm just trying to...
blue sky phase.
We're still in the blue sky phase. Are you ever not in blue sky, Electro?
Hey, I like what you did there.
How about Electro:
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
I like it so far. Okay.
Electro: Spider-Man:
Yeah.
Home Alone:
Oh.
Power Outage. Spider-Man is home alone, and you turn off his electricity, and you suck all the electricity up for you. You have all the power.
Do you see that, George? Goosebumps.
I do. Goosebumps.
You can call me R.L. Stein because I got goosebumps for days.
I can actually call you R.L. Stein. That's your nickname?
Please.
All right, R.L.
You know, George, I stand to make a hefty sum of money for this new film.
Not to double back too much, but do you know what the RL stands for when I call you R.L. Stein?
What?
Real electricity.
George, not to double back too much. What are you? ZZ Top's original song for the film Back to the Future Part 3? I kid. But serious business, I stand to make a lot of money for this new film. And my agent said, "How should we pay you? You want to get your check in the mail, direct deposit?" And I said, "Make it a wire transfer."
Ooh, that's good. I think the film is going to be so successful, in part because it's already generating a lot of buzz.
I want to make it clear, I only have the $1 right now because they haven't paid me for the movie yet. Soon I'm going to have a lot of money, but this is that $1 I've been holding on to for a while. But I think it's a pretty safe bet that I won't be sleeping on Watto's couch too much longer. Oh, suddenly you got nothing to say, Patrick. What's your fucking deal?
What's your fucking deal, man?
I was taking a back seat when you came in, Electro.
Oh, Skippy the monkey takes a nap. Draw it. It's a children's book.
Yeah. Patrick, you're taking a back seat. Meanwhile, I'm taking a top socket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can call me Richard Nixon on laughing, because I'm saying electrical socket to me.
Electro, one of the things that I like about when you drop by the show,
yeah,
is I feel like you're able to do certain things in the Spider-Man movies, but this show is an outlet for a different kind of energy.
Yeah, well, the Spider-Man movies have so much special effects. It takes a long time for them to hit theaters. They're filmed years before the public gets to see them. But a live stream weekly talk show like this gives me a chance to talk about current events.
Electro, how do you feel about the state of the world?
What's your fucking deal, Patrick?
Oh no.
Have you gotten a script yet for the new film, Electro?
They sent me a script, but I'm not looking at it yet. I got notes.
I hope that they wrote some good dialogue for you.
Me too.
Because I think it would be really great if you had some power lines.
I have a couple suggestions that I'm asking the filmmakers to take into consideration before I read a draft. Because Electro's offer only. They made the offer, and I said, great, now here's my notes stage. And one of them, I want to make a few changes to the soundtrack. Last couple films, the great Michael Giacchino did the score with a couple soundtrack inclusions of modern pop songs that the kids today like. But I'd like to follow the example of Jon Favreau's first 2 Iron Man movies. I'm talking wall to wall, AC/DC.
Well, when it comes time to promote the film, I hope you'll take time while you're doing the talk show circuit to visit our show.
Of course. I consider this place a second home. My first home, of course, being Watto's couch, soon to be replaced by a bungalow in Los Angeles. That's right. I got a new movie. I'm going to make millions of dollars, and I'm never going to go dry ever again. Watto can go back to fucking couching other out-of-work blue actors, but Electro's going to be a millionaire for the rest of his life. Work is never going to dry up.
Electro, I have a question.
Yeah.
How many bedrooms is Watto's apartment?
16.
Oh, so you guys each get your own bedroom.
No, we doubled up. There are 32 of us living here.
Who's there?
Well, that would be a spoiler. 32 people living in this apartment. How many are still to meet in your future?
I hope a lot. I don't know. I hope a bunch. Have you met Yoko, Electro?
Of course.
What's she like?
She is shockingly down to earth.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Electro, I feel like you're coming in a lot colder than you did a few weeks ago, and I appreciate that.
This isn't
good. Baby. I'm a fucking movie star again.
I know.
I don't need to prove shit. What's your fucking deal? It's like people are saying in the comments, sometimes the best electrical currents are grounded.
I'm going to voice this out loud, even though I don't actually want it to happen, but I think it's funny in the abstract to think about it. But I was just imagining what would happen. What would happen if Electro made a phone call?
No, George, stop it. Hey.
Who do you want Electro to call? Electro's a movie star. You can't touch Electro.
Electro, George.
I think it would be too shocking.
Electro, George. We did a...
Too shocking for Electro?
Electro, George, we did a bit earlier, and I feel like since it's the after show, it might be time to return to it. Is that okay?
Is it after show or after dark? Last time
After
checked,
dark.
I wore
After dark.
sunglasses.
I'm sorry. After dark.
Oh.
Abigail Bread Challenge.
George, can we see your watch?
Yeah.
I don't wear sunglasses.
You are wearing sunglasses.
I know, because I wear
Yeah,
regular.
no.
I only have these because I bought them for a MacGruber costume.
Wow.
Did you do an upper decker?
Well, so I didn't end up wearing it to anything. I thought I was gonna have a thing to go to. It was like a couple of years ago for Halloween. And so
Abigail, I'll be back in 60 seconds.
Bye, George. Maybe George. Oh, I bet I know where George is going. Abigail, you remember that distraction scene from MacGruber?
Yeah.
I think George is probably going to do that.
No.
Electro, did you see MacGruber?
Of course.
Do you remember when Saoirse Ronan's doing like a thing and she says that she's like asked about what her favorite like sex scene in a movie is? And
Yeah.
she says MacGruber.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen David Letterman talk about how much he likes MacGruber?
No, I haven't.
Oh boy, it's a treat.
Thank you, Bunker Hunkerer, who says that I have other talents.
Hi, George.
Hello.
Hi, George.
I'm sorry, Abigail, you were talking about MacGruber?
What's going on, George?
You were
What do you
talking about
want?
MacGruber?
What were you doing, George?
I wanted to get bread too.
Oh,
Interesting.
we
I
thought
thought
you
it might
were-
help. I thought it might help.
We thought you were going to come back with some celery, George.
No. That's funny though. Well, I'll do this, but I thought it might help.
Yeah.
You know, if I only have one piece of bread,
Sure.
but I thought it might help if someone else was eating bread, just so you get into the spirit of it.
That's really, you're so kind-hearted.
Well, we're trying everything. You know, this is about.
Charitable, and I just like, you know.
I just thought it might help. I'm not doing it to be competitive. That's why I only have one piece of bread. So it's not that I'm trying to show you up. I just thought it might help if it felt like everybody's eating bread, so you'd feel less self-conscious.
Yeah. It's weird that Patrick like didn't think to do that.
Well, Patrick is a messy bitch who lives for the drama.
Don't I know?
Very true.
Don't.
Yeah, I'm not trying to eat a lot of bread during this. You know what I mean?
During what? The plague?
What?
Yeah.
Wow, so you're so much better than
Oh wow,
I
Patrick,
just
way to bread shame me and Abigail.
I
Yeah.
just already put
Patrick,
on-
I went outside
I know.
7 p.m. to buy bread because you said, do you have bread if we wanted to do a bread game?
You're telling me that Patrick gave you the spark of an idea?
All right, George, let's hold up this watch.
All right.
Okay. So when should I start?
George, I think you're going to have to tell us because it's tough to see it from here.
It's hard to see, and I'm holding bread too.
I'm not wearing my glasses. I'm wearing sunglasses. The whole thing. Start from here.
All right, we can start at the halfway point, about 15 seconds.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have a very hard time, like, seeing the watch.
You have
Okay,
10
that's why we'll do it. We have the sound cue that goes with
5,
it.
4, 3,
3,
2,
2, 1.
go.
Seconds, MacGruber.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
It's a good try.
We tried. We tried.
Patrick,
Yeah, Electro.
sometimes the best producing is subtle. Sometimes it's not what a producer demands that you do, it's what a producer suggests that you do.
Yeah, Electro.
Electro's ready to make a phone call.
No, Electro, don't.
He's gonna do it.
It's too late, Electro. It's
Electro,
really too late.
Who are you calling first?
Take a guess.
No, I'm gonna pull you off the stream, Electro.
No, you're not.
No, don't pull him off. Trust him. Bring it back.
Electro.
Trust me.
Wow.
Why is he doing this?
I don't know. I thought he was going to call your mom.
Don't like this. George, I can't believe that she didn't finish the bread.
I can. It's hard to do. And this is a long journey. This is the beginning of a long saga.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a short saga.
Not a short saga.
You should bring Electro back onto the stream.
Hello. 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 It's Electro. Don't hang up. We met.
Electro, what are you doing?
I don't know. Maybe it would have worked better if you hadn't pulled me from the stream.
I don't know.
The electric stream.
Electro, no.
I was fucking pranking you and you ruined the bit. I was pranking you by making you think I was prank calling someone else.
Patrick, you just got electroed.
I just fucking called friend of the show, JD Amato. It was his idea. He was doing an impression of the second guest. It would have been funny. Everyone would have liked it. And you didn't trust me.
I just didn't. I
Wow.
didn't.
You know what? You know what? Tonight's a special night. You know why?
Why, George?
I think Electro knows why. Because tonight was the last time. Tonight was the last time that we listened to the Patricks. You didn't trust Electro.
I didn't trust him.
It would have been a 40-watt bit. A bit that would have lit up the sky.
The reason I didn't want you to do it was because it's going to get pulled when it goes on YouTube, so I didn't want to have to cut anything else.
So, Patrick, you ruined Electro's prank when all he was trying to do was yank your crank.
I'm sorry.
All I was trying to do was yank
And the worst thing that you could have done is to pull his signal off the stream, because that's a power move.
It was a power move.
You cut the cord. You cut the cord.
Let's get a fresh start to bring it back on. Hi, guys. Welcome back to the show.
No, you're not cutting any of that out.
Yeah.
You're not. You have to own your failures.
Oh, it's all gone.
Patrick,
You didn't trust the bit.
It's all
But the
gone.
bit doesn't trust you anymore.
Yeah, Anna Maria is bringing up a great point. If you pretended to be the second guest, then I'd have to remove it anyways. So.
No. Maybe you should have trusted the bit that would have worked into it.
I know. I'm sorry, Electro.
I think it's time for a little behind-the-scenes bit commentary.
Yeah. Looks like what's the difference between Liam Neeson, Jimmy Smits, and Pat the Rat?
Hello.
Hey, JD, you can drop the bit. It's Electro, baby.
I was just me saying hello.
Oh, I couldn't tell. You're so strong, your character commitment. Yeah, Patrick fucked it up like he usually does. He didn't trust me.
Yeah. Well, I don't actually know what the first call was. I wasn't, I wasn't watching when that happened. So.
Wait a second. Let me check my call log here. You're telling me I didn't call you 2 times? I only called you 1 time?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah, no, I only got the call that you just called me now.
Oh no! Oh no, Patrick! Electro has made a terrible mistake.
No, Electro.
Oh no, JD! I thought I called you twice, but I see, in fact, I hit my recently called numbers. Oh no.
Yeah, I only just got this call.
You're saying this is the second call and not the third call.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
I don't know the full context of any of this.
Oh no. Patrick, you never should have trusted Electro.
Yeah.
Patrick, what a mistake. Don't trust Electro.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I'm gonna get fired from that movie now.
Yeah.
Fuck, Patrick, you've ruined my entire career. They're not going to want to touch me with a 10-foot pole now.
Electro, why are you using Watto's phone?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get caught up in all this. I was just trying to help you out, and I was doing you a little favor.
JD, you've only shown me kindness and support. But Patrick, man, right now I'm questioning what his fucking deal is.
Yeah, I mean, I just, I'm a friend that's here to help you in this inch.
Electro, can you ask JD?
I think we just got our wires crossed. That's okay.
Oh, solid. Electro, can you ask JD? Did Patrick have any nicknames when he was working on the Chris Gethard show?
Anything else? Just let me know.
Yeah, JD, I got one final question for you.
Yeah.
Did Patrick have any nicknames when he was working on the Chris Gethard show?
Just old hard worker. We call him the hard worker.
Old hard worker?
Old hard worker.
OL apostrophe hard
Yeah,
worker.
How's old hard worker doing today? He's doing good. Just doing my job. We go, okay, keep it up.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, JD.
Yeah.
Old hard worker or old hardly working?
Electro, you still got it.
Thank you.
You still got it.
I'm very worried that Disney's going to fire me.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard, you're already on a little bit of a tightrope with them. But,
I might have been the one who leaked the story. The deal might not have closed yet.
yeah, you have a history of jumping the gun and stuff like that.
Jumping the gun, more like jumping the wire.
Yeah. All right, hey, Electro. Hey, man, I gotta go. It's about midnight here. But if you need anything else, need help with any more pranks, just let me know.
Yeah, I might need a new couch to stay on soon, but I'll hit you up about that later.
All right, that sounds good. Thanks, man. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Wow, Electro, it's been quite a night.
It's true.
Patrick, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I think we should wrap up, George. I think it's time for bed.
Patrick, I ought to make this show go 6 more hours for you saying that out loud. That's a private chat style remark.
Oh my gosh.
Is your arm too tired to type that in the private chat? Let me see if you said that in the private chat first. I'm going to go in the private chat, and if you were begging me to end the show. Oh, wow. I'm going to spill some tea on what the private chat says. Because the private chat, I want to read this.
Private chat.
Okay, I go to the private chat now, and all I see is messages from Electro that say, trust me, bring me back, trust, Patrick. These are like, these are heartbreaking. Patrick, oh, you didn't trust Electro.
I didn't.
When all he's ever done is shock you.
Trust the shock, baby.
Trust the shock, baby. Let's get some fan art over the course of the next week. Have some fan art ready for next week. of Electro not being trusted by Patrick not trusting Electro, and Electro being shocked.
We're talking one strip comics, one panel comic strips with little vignettes of Patrick not trusting.
Yeah. And Patrick, and keep in mind here, it's Patrick's. Electro is pure electricity, and yet Patrick was the one who shocked me tonight.
Yeah, why is that, George?
Because of everything we've just been talking about for the past 3 minutes. Patrick, are you not listening?
No, I'm listening.
Well, I think we did some wonderful television tonight. This is the kind of TV that I always thought we would do someday. Electro, as always, it's wonderful to see you.
Pleasure was all mine.
Oh, no, you're mistaken. I also had pleasure.
The pleasure was then shared between the two of us.
Patrick, did you have any pleasure?
I had a lot of pleasure. Yeah, it was a fun night.
All right, 3 people have had
pleasure without trust, though.
Without trust, can there be pleasure?
No.
That's a great question. That's a great question.
No.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Patrick, we're not going to end the stream until you join us in our but really, like, you see what we're doing. It's not just finger in place. The whole self is moving, and I hope that people will do this at home. Just shake your fingers. And may the force be with you always.